Boom! Alright, Bourbon Quest, it's your host, Bourbon Steve, back for another round in Mash Madness. Heck yeah! Well, we'll be, at least in the east side, we'll be wrapping up the 4 whiskeys from east that make it to the Sweet 16. So obviously, 4 from each region, like 4 times 4 is 16. Ha! See, I'm good at math. You didn't know that, but it's true. But no, we're in the East Division, so these one of these 2 bottles will be moving on to the Sweet 16, and one reluctantly will be going home. Oh, well, what do we got tonight? So, yeah, East Division. Real quick before we get into that, just again, thank you for all those that have been subscribing. I really appreciate it. If you haven't done so, just take yourself 1 second, hit the subscribe button. That does the channel and myself a huge favor. We appreciate it. And then just do yourself a favor while you're at it and ring the bell for notifications. That way you're notified each and every time I put out a new video, and you'll be sure not to miss a thing. That's a win-win, baby. And then by all means, smash that like button. That helps out the YouTube algorithms. And then if you want to leave a comment, feel free to do so. Obviously, feel free to speculate on which of these 2 bottles you think will move on from tonight's matchup. And if you have one or both of these bottles, feel free to drink along with me here as we go through them. One last thing before I get into those is don't pay attention to what glass is near or behind which bottle, because it's irrelevant. I don't know. They're completely mixed up. I just have the bottles out here so you know it's at least one of those 2. But I'm really using, I have no idea, because I'm using a very highly sophisticated, dangerous, proprietary, patent pending method to where I don't know where any of these are, and it's approved by NASA. Now that's a bunch of bullshit, but bottom line is I really don't know which is which. I just make the other crap up because I like to say it. Alright, so let's get into the particulars. Let's introduce you to who's going to be competing tonight. This is Baker's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, single barrel, 107 proof. Let's take a look there. That's Baker's from Jim Beam, single barrel, 107 proof. Hell yeah! Going up against an LE Yellowstone 2021 Yellowstone limited edition from 2021, and Kentucky Straight Bourbon finished in Amarone Casks. So let's talk about real briefly just the particulars here. Again, this is Baker's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, single barrel, 107 proof, minimum 7 years, but I'll touch on that in just a minute. But of course it is Jim Beam. I spent a good deal of my life up at the Claremont, Kentucky distillery for a time. I even lived in a house right there on the grounds. This land has been home to Jim Beam spirits for nearly 100 years. Now we make our special small batch bourbons here, too, carrying on the legacy of fine handmade bourbon that's been a part of this family for 7 generations. I'm proud to have my name on a piece of that legacy and a single barrel bourbon good enough to drink neat. Baker Beam. I don't think Baker tends to get a whole lot of press, and that's okay. But and it was, the date barreled was 10/2/11, October 2011. Barrel age is actually 8 years and 3 months. So yeah, cool. All right, that's Baker's. And then going up against limited edition 2021 hand selected Yellowstone 101 proof Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, finished in Amarone Cask. Oh, another Beam, Stephen Beam. Let's see here. Yellowstone has been one of Kentucky's favorite whiskeys since 1872. The Mellow Mash name has always been a Yellowstone exclusive, identifying only the very smoothest bourbon to bear the Yellowstone name. Today we honor that tradition with our celebrated annual release of limited edition straight bourbon for 2021. We offer a delicately balanced blend of 15-year-old and 7-year-old aged bourbons finished in Amarone barrels, thoughtfully crafted in limited quantities for our most discerning drinkers. From our hearts to fill your glass. Heck yeah. It's a big indent in that thing too. Stick my whole thumb up there. Alright. Alright, let's get into the whiskeys. Enough talking, let's get to drinking. Stay hydrated, my friends. Alright, once again, I don't know which is which, so we'll find out though. Alright, whiskey number 1. Get a lot of sweetness, definitely vanilla, caramel, a little bit of like toasted oat. I guess that's that barrel char and oat presence. Alright, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah. Ugh, I don't even know what that is. It's like overly sweet. Ugh. Not digging that. Alright. Ugh. Alright, let's go back to that. Ugh, that was like way overly sweet. Alright, cheers, Bourbon Quest. Ugh. That's just like, at least for my palate, that's just way too sweet. It's like birthday cake with like way too much icing. And something else, I don't even know. I can't even get past that rush of sweetness. Doesn't even allow me to enjoy really the flavors or taste there, because it's just like, ugh. Ugh, I need some water after that. I don't even know how that thing made it to the second round, to be honest. Must have to go back and look once we find out what that one is. Ugh. They better not win. This second one better be better. Jesus. That was not good. Alright. Alright. I mean, just traditional bourbon notes, vanilla, caramel, a little peanutty. Yeah. Alright, cheers, Bourbon Quest. It's gotta be better than that one. Oh yeah. I mean, that's a much more traditional bourbon. Definitely get some peanut, caramel, vanilla. I mean, that bourbon tastes like bourbon, not some over ice birthday cake bullshit. Alright. I'm not even I don't even want to taste that other one again. Alright, I'm not even running them back. I mean, this is definitely the winner. Let's see which is which, because that was not a good experience. Alright. Bottom line is, whiskey number 1 is moving on, and whiskey number 2 will meet its demise. The winner is, yes sir, it's Baker's from Jim Beam, single barrel. Way to go, Baker Beam. Whew, this is not good. Down goes Yellowstone. I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't been that pleased. I mean, I am actually surprised it made it to the first round. Who did you even beat to get here? I have to go back and look. I'm going to look real quick, because that is not good. Stay with me. Yellowstone. Wow, it did beat Remus Repeal Batch 1. I don't know how that's possible. But that's, I mean, I've not had a good experience with the Yellowstone limited releases. No, the regular bourbon stuff, I'll do a video at some point on those. But the limited releases, in my opinion, the 3 that I have is from 2019, 2020, and 2021. In my opinion, they've gotten worse every year. And not even that the 2019 was great or anything. So I'm about done with their limited release bullshit, unless I see a review from someone like Jason C. at Mash and Drum that I highly respect saying that it's great or something. And I don't know what the release is going to be like for this 2022, but based upon, I've not been happy with really any of them, and more importantly than that is, like, I think 2019 was the best of those three, and then 2020, and then this is the worst. It's like you're not even getting better at it, you're getting worse at it. I don't know. Maybe it's just, this is awful. I mean, I'm not going to waste it though. But it's way too sweet for me. Reluctantly going to finish this. Nah, too sweet, bro. Way too sweet. And that's the thing, at least for me, like, I tend to be like, well, I guess more middle of the road. Like, I don't like the too sweet stuff like this, the overly sweet stuff, which is one of the reasons I tend to not be a big fan of finished whiskeys and whatever, sherry cask, Amarone cask, fucking PBR cask, I don't know. But man, just make fucking bourbon. And that's, you know, and some of them are, now I love the barrel dovetail, I really do love that one, but I think that's the exception, not the rule. And I don't know why people just can't freaking make bourbon. Why you want to try and be like vodka and have 37 different flavors, from vanilla to mango to, you know, tree sap to daisies to chocolate, raspberry, blueberry, blackberry, any type of berry, cherry, orange. Like, Jesus. Like, I mean, I'm not a vodka drinker, but at the end of the day, what's wrong with just vodka? If that's what you like, same thing. What's wrong with just bourbon? Well, they got, now granted, like I said, there's some exceptions out there. There are some stuff, and I don't mind, you know, experimenting, pushing the label, but I think I'm starting to jump the shark on some of this shit. So I'm actually glad to see the Bakers move on. Sorry, Yellowstone, that was awful. But this Bakers is pretty good. I think it doesn't get near the love that maybe it should. Thank you for making just a good bourbon there, Baker Bean. Damn. People could learn a lesson from that, I think. Stay hydrated, my friends. So anyways, bottom line is, Baker's is moving on to the Sweet 16. Congratulations. Yellowstone, get the hell out of here. Oh, stay hydrated, my friends. Alright, I guess we're going to wrap it up. We'll be back again tomorrow for another region to advance some more to the Sweet 16. But Baker's is moving on to the Sweet 16, and Yellowstone, get the hell out of here. Alright, I'm going to say good night, but before I do, I just want to say, as always, that my wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. Haha! See you soon, Bourbon Quest. That's a wrap! Oh, that was awful. Yellowstone. Oof.